have our guest with us, Sina. She's a full-time hippie who has decided to come aboard, play ukulele, and end up somewhere in the Canaries. The windmill didn't charge our batteries, but we figured out that it was just battery water that we needed, so hopefully...
It seems like it was battery water. We're gonna find out now if it's actually the battery water.
Hopefully for this trip we will have enough power to not use a motor every day to get power. And then we will watch movies and... Okay, actually we don't have any new movies. We might decide just to watch the old ones. We're looking forward to 7 days of sailing, approximately. If the wind is very good, maybe only 5 days, but probably 7, maybe 10 if the wind sucks. So yeah, we are currently on our way to Cascais, which is a city that lies right next to Oeiras that we were harboring in. The reason is that the fuel tanker thing they had there was broken. He's just lying in there, being a lazy asshole.
It's so cold.
Because it's cold.
We've just got some fuel, at least enough to go to Gran Canaria. And now we're actually going. And the last 2 days we didn't want to go because it was dark and the timing was bad. But we ended up going while it was dark anyway.
Yeah.
How do you feel about our planning skills, Arne?
I feel like if we went 5 days earlier, we would have saved 90 euros. It's evening. The sun is down.
I've closed it. When it's up here,
We're having nice music on, and our new guest is cooking
Yeah, with salt water.
with salt water.
I'm not
From the
sure
sea.
if you're aware, but I don't think it can detect anything because it's pretty dark.
Well, it can hear the music and it can hear the simmering of food.
I think it can see.
It can see this. So the first night has passed, and we almost didn't move at all. Me and Sina were on guard, just lying here, sleeping. It was very nice.
Today has been not horrible, but not good either. As you can hear, the sails are making a lot of noise, and that's because we've been going at snail speed because there is very little wind. I'm just crossing my fingers that there will be better wind tomorrow. And if you're wondering why I'm filming in the bathroom, it's because there's the best light in here, and Anna is sleeping in the other room, so I didn't want to disturb him too much. So yeah, hope it's better tomorrow.
Day 3. We just broke band for the autopilot, so now I have to steer for whatever I can. We don't really have any wind at all. We haven't had actually at all since we left. I think the universe is trying to tell us that we can't make plans on a sailboat and we shouldn't stress. But it's very hard not to. I'm very stressed because we might not make it in time. Usually we would expect to do like 120 knots or 120 nautical miles every 24 hours. And the first 24 hours we did like 48. And I think we're gonna do even less this time. I think we just need to relax and take it easy. 'Cause there's nothing that we can do.
The wind is still horrible, and it has been almost 2 days now without any wind. And Arne is so bored he's playing with his fidget spinner. And I wasn't here to experience it, but apparently we sailed into a line in the middle of the ocean and it got stuck on our propeller. So that's kind of weird.
So now we have that
To hang ourselves.
to hang ourselves. The universe is telling us to kill ourselves.
We're drinking port wine.
We're celebrating Nikolaus.
Yeah, Nikolaus, whoever that is.
I think he passed away yesterday.
Yeah.
It was yesterday, but
It was very sad.
we are
Cheers
not
to him.
Cheers to him.
Skål. Prost.
Prost.
And
Prost.
eating pepper nuts. The sun is setting
It's very pretty.
for the third time on our trip,
Yeah.
and we have
Speed 1.
coasted ourselves into this nice little tent.
Since there is still absolutely no wind.
No.
And I think we need to do something except sleeping and reading books.
Is it on?
Yeah.
We turned the place into a trance party. Woo! There's a tanker over there. I think he's quite confused. What's going on in here? Is it an emergency signal? We don't know. Could be anything.
Yeah, we don't know it either.
The wind is still absolutely horrible, but it's very nice weather. But we're going for a swim since
Yes.
the sun is up and it's pretty warm today. So you're brave enough to jump in.
It's 3 kilometers deep. I've never been in this deep water. Cthulhu could be down there.
Everything could be down there.
Yeah.
Himmelbjerg could be down there.
Yeah. The Sky Mountains in Denmark could be down there. Okay, it's not too bad. We even got the random rope yesterday. And
We
this
can use
rope-
it. It's excellent.
It-
Since it floats.
It floats. I'm actually afraid to look under the water with glasses because it's 3 kilometers deep and it's just blue everywhere. And if there's a huge octopus down there trying to eat me, I'll look it right in the face. And we have fins for the feet to swim past it.
Just had a nice swim in the nice weather, and I baked some bread, and we saw some cute as heck dolphins, and now our wind has come back a little bit. I'm at least pretty happy. How does Arne feel?
We might even be on Gran Canaria by the 16th.
Wow!
This marks the end of the third day from Lisbon to Gran Canaria. This has been a good day.
The wind is still pretty good most of the time. At least we're getting forward now. And it's gotten a bit more cloudy, but it's still nice weather. I'm eating some cornflakes, and I think Arne is almost sleeping. I mostly don't get seasick anymore, but I still do quite a bit when I'm reading. So I've been trying to train myself to not get seasick from reading by reading Game of Thrones again. I actually think it's getting a bit better already. I can read for quite some time before I feel too sick to continue, so it's pretty good. And also, we've been using this line going from the end of the mast, or the boom, sorry, to the front of the ship down there. And we read a bit and found this was the solution, since we accidentally jibed, which is where the boom goes from one side to the other, during our last trip, and damaged our sail and destroyed that block and that block.
I'm a dolphin!
The weather is great, and we're swimming behind the boat right now.
A nice contraption for chilling in the water.
Det er sgu da sådan, at man skal gå i bad.
Yeah. This is our new way to shower.
I perfected my design. Now we have chairs to sit on behind the boat.
2 chairs.
2 chairs. And it's very comfortable. We had some slight trouble with the wind, but we're on the right track now. Right, Arne?
Nah.
No? No.
We're just sitting here, practicing some ukulele. I'm just reading some more Game of Thrones. And the wind has become pretty good. We're making about 4 knots, on average at least.
We asked for better wind. We got it. It's a little bit too good, but I think we ought to stop complaining.
The good wind we had the day before yesterday turned into some crazy wind in the evening and the whole of yesterday. And it was kind of too intense, and I was too sick to record any of it, sadly. And I'm still pretty seasick. I can't really get rid of it. So right now, sailing sucks a little bit. We have actually arrived.
We made it.
There was a huge hassle because there was no room in this harbor, and we had to anchor, but our anchoring stuff doesn't work. Nothing works. But now we have a guest spot. We can stay here for 1 day and 1 night.
1 day and 1 night.
We've been here in this temporary spot for a day now, and they don't have room for us here, and we really don't want to anchor. So we're going to Puerto Rico, since Anna's parents and family in general are coming to spend Christmas there anyway. And also it's a pretty short trip, it should take about 10 hours. So we decided to buy some cake to make it a bit sweeter. And
And then I hope they have room for us there, and it should be also very nice weather down there, a lot less wind. Right now we are leaving Las Palmas for Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Las Palmas was shit.
Well, it was alright, but we couldn't get a spot. We're finally fishing again. I hope I can catch something just here at sundown. And Anna's learning Spanish.
I'm learning Spanish. Tu es un hombre. Oh no, that's Portuguese.
We arrived at Puerto Rico, but they did not have room for us. So now we're going to another harbor close by. And Arne, I guess, is very tired.
Very tired.
We haven't slept very much. We sailed during the night and got a few hours, and now we have to go again to hopefully anchor with our Swedish friend. We ended up anchoring outside Anfi del Mar because nobody had room, not even the harbor in Anfi del Mar. So it seemed like it was a nice little anchorage here. They told us we could just anchor. They weren't very good at English, so I'm not 100% sure. We're just allowed to be here, but they'll certainly come and throw us away if we're not. And hopefully the harbor in Puerto Rico will have room one of these days. We'll just have to call them every day and ask if they have a spot for us, because otherwise it's gonna suck. We just bought some groceries and we borrowed Morten's dinghy, so we'll have to pick him up at some point. It was very nice of him. His boat is right over there. We're anchored just beside him, and we're gonna eat together tonight, so it's gonna be real hyggelig. We're going over to Morten's boat now to have some bœuf bolognese for lunch. And as always, Arne is a good guest that's sitting eating chocolate chips right before. Arne called the harbor in Puerto Rico this morning, and they told us that they have a room for us. So let's hope there hasn't been a misunderstanding and we can actually just go there.
Everything turned out perfectly. We had a nice anchor day with Morten, and no dinghy, but we could borrow one. And as soon as he left, we got a spot.
I didn't really want to end the episode with this big a time gap, so we got a spot in Puerto Rico, and Arne's family visited, and also some friends back from Aalborg in Denmark were on the boat, but I had some problems with the camera. I still do. The microphone doesn't seem to want to work. I don't know why. And I didn't really have very much time because we were always doing something with them or whatever. So now we're back in Las Palmas, and we're preparing to hopefully go to Cape Verde on the 7th. So let's hope that happens. And to end with, thank you to our patrons, Victoria, Anna, Vibeke, Henriette, Mikael, Archimedes, and Pernille. We are very thankful for your support. And if you're watching this and want to support us, there's a link to a Patreon where you can go and give us money. Yay!